How to tone your butt without doing squats. The first exercise that is recommended for a firm booty is squats. Doing multiple reps of this agonizing workout can no doubt tone your butt, but the good news is that it is not the only way to get an enviable derriere. The following exercises can also whip your butt into shape, and you can do easily them at home. For a pert butt. Celebrity fitness trainer Radhika Karli, who trains Sonam Kapoor and Jacqueline Fernandez, recommends bridging. Lie down on your back with your knees bent, your feet flat on the floor and arms down by your sides. Lift your spine starting from your tailbone to bring your weight onto the shoulder blades. You should feel the back of your legs and glutes working and form a long, straight line from your shoulders to knees. Ensure you're placing equal weight on both feet and shoulder blades. Return to the original position slowly and in a controlled fashion to complete 1 rep. This is 1 rep. Start with 10 reps in one go. For toned thighs. The rainbow tones and tightens your butt, inner thighs and legs. To do this, use a floor mat and get down on all fours. Your knees should be hip-width apart and your hands in line with your shoulders. Engage your core, and extend and raise your left leg with your toe pointed out. Now, without bending your knee, tap the floor with your foot. Raise it back again, and this time, slant your leg so that you can tap the floor near your right foot. Draw an imaginary rainbow with your leg in this sweeping motion. Return to the starting position to complete 1 rep. Do 10 reps for each leg to feel the burn. For buns of steel. The Pilates single leg kick is another useful exercise for toning your butt. Lie down on your stomach and press your forearms into the mat till your torso lifts. Keep your upper back lifted up off the mat with your legs extended. Bend one knee and bring your heel as close to your butt as you can before extending your leg back to the floor. Make sure your hips stay anchored to the mat when kicking and your upper body stays steady. Don't sink into your shoulders. There should be no pinching in your lower back. Do 10 reps on each side. For sculpted hips. If you want to add roundness to your hips, try the single leg deadlift. Begin by standing straight and bending your right knee and lifting your leg until the thigh is perpendicular to your torso. Now bend forward to touch the floor with your hands, and as you do this, extend the same leg out behind you. Hold this for 5 seconds and return to the starting position. This is 1 rep. Do 10 reps on each leg to complete a cycle. For a shapely butt. Sitting for long hours and not exercising enough can make your hips sag. However, simple home exercises can help you get back the perkiness. Radhika suggests 3 such exercises that can help you get a shapely butt. Called the side-lying leg work, this form works on your glutes and thighs. Here's what you need to do. Lie down on your side, ensuring that your shoulders and hips are stacked one on top of the other. Gaze straight in front with your bottom arm extended out to support the head, and legs stacked but slightly in front of you so you can see your toes from the corner of your eyes. Once you are in this position, you can do 3 exercises: leg lifts, leg circles and leg kicks. To do leg lifts, simply raise the leg on top as high as you can, and then lower it without letting it touch your other leg. Do at least 10 reps in one go and then turn on the other side to do the same with the other leg. To do leg circles, raise the top leg again and then, without bending your knee, make circles in the air with your toe pointed out. Do 10 circles clockwise, and then 10 more anti-clockwise. Then turn to the other side and repeat the exercise with the other leg. You can take a 10-second break in between. To do leg kicks, again get into the starting position and then bend the knee of the top leg, then stretch it out with a slight force as if you are kicking something. Repeat the motion 10 times and then switch to the other side to do the same with the other leg. When doing all these exercises, make sure that your upper body is completely steady and that your hips are engaged. One way to know this is to ensure that you are moving your hips and not your waist. You should also feel your glutes and abductors, outer thigh muscles working when doing these exercises. Other exercises for a toned butt. Maintaining a toned butt also requires some amount of effort. While you have skipped doing squats, you can continue doing the exercises mentioned above and the following ones to make sure that booty stays firm and round. Here are a few more exercises. Donkey kicks. This exercise works both on your glutes as well as thigh muscles, making it a favorite among fitness enthusiasts. Since it is done on the floor, it is best to use a mat to not put too much pressure on your knees. First, get down on all fours and keep your back flat and your core engaged. Now lift your left knee off the ground at 90 degrees and then push that leg back, lifting it as high as you can. You can bend your knee in the process. Now bring it back to the starting position and then repeat the movement. Do 10 reps on each side. Once it gets too easy, do more sets of the same. Twerking. This dance movement that became quite a rage a few years ago is an excellent way to get a toned butt. Yes, it is a workout that helps keep your glutes in shape and also strengthens them in the process. In the West, there are even twerking classes as it helps burn calories ranging from 500 to 700 depending on the duration of workout, or should we say twerk out. The movement is a total body workout but works best for the hips and thighs. It is best to watch a tutorial video to get it right. Lunges. This exercise is great for your legs, especially your glutes, as it really helps in toning them and getting back the roundness. There are several variations to this workout, but you can start with the basic lunge. To do this, stand with your feet shoulder width apart with your toes pointed outwards. Now, move your right leg forward and bend your knee at a right angle. Your thigh should be parallel to the floor and your knee should not go ahead of your toe. Your other knee will be almost touching the floor or mat. Hold this for 5 seconds and then get back to the starting position. Now do the same with the left leg. This is a forward lunge, and while doing it, you can keep your hands on your waist. The idea is to engage your core, glutes and hamstrings when doing these to work on these muscle groups. The weight should never be on your knees. To see the benefits, do at least 2 sets of 10 reps each. Yoga poses for a toned butt. If you find yoga more exciting than regular exercises, you can try these poses that will help get you the derriere you wanted. These poses put emphasis on the glutes, which in turn helps tone your butt. Ensure that your form is right when trying these poses and use a yoga mat to prevent putting too much pressure on your joints. Stand with your feet hip distance apart. Now go into half a lunge with your right leg forward and knee bent at a 90-degree angle. Your left leg should not be bent at all and your left foot should be at a 45-degree angle. Arch your back slightly to let the left leg elongate and then tilt your head backwards. Now raise your arms up in the air along your ears. Hold this pose for 30 seconds to a minute. To release the pose, first bring your right leg back and then lower your arms. Come back to the starting position. Now, do the same thing with the left leg forward. Do at least 5 to 7 reps in the beginning and increase the count as you get comfortable with the pose. Warrior 2. Your right leg forward. However, you do not arch your back and tilt your head. Instead, you engage your core, keep your spine erect and spread your arms parallel to the floor with the palms facing downwards. Your back leg's knee does not bend in this pose too, but your leg is in a slant position just like before. Again, hold this for a few seconds before you come back to the starting position. Three-legged dog. This pose is an extension of the downward-facing dog pose and works better for the glutes. First, get down on all fours with your wrist in line with your shoulders and hips in line with your knees. Now lift up your hips by placing your foot or toes, if you are a beginner, on the mat. This way, your knees and elbows will no longer be bent. Look at your legs as you do the downward dog pose. To go into the three-legged dog pose, lift your right leg up into the air without bending your knee. Hold this pose for 30 seconds before you bring it down. Now, do the same with the left leg. Do 10 reps for each leg to really feel the tension in your hamstrings and glutes. You can also increase the holding time to a minute once you master this pose. Other tips to keep in mind while exercises and yoga poses will help you achieve the desired results. You should also follow a few tips to ensure that your efforts do not go waste. These simple tricks will help you keep your butt toned and your glutes strong. Avoid the elevator and take the stairs instead. Climbing stairs will work out your entire leg muscles including your glutes and also will be a good cardio. Start small by climbing only 2 to 3 floors, and once you get comfortable, increase the number. Pretty soon, you will notice the tightness and roundness in your butt, all thanks to this simple trick. Don't sit for more than 30 minutes at a stretch. There is a reason why sitting is called the new smoking. It means it is really bad for our health and can lead to a number of health issues. But it can also sag your hips since you are resting on them the whole time. And if your posture is bad, the damage is even more. Make sure that you get up and walk every half an hour. This will help prevent the sagging as well as other health conditions. Follow a healthy diet, be it toning your butt or any other body part. The rule of thumb is to eat right to see the results. You cannot have a fit body unless you control your cravings. While indulging in them moderately once in a while is fine, working out and eating unhealthy will only hamper your progress. So, make sure you cut down on simple carbs and include foods with protein, healthy fats and vitamins. The combination of exercises and right diet will get you the desired results.